Hey, it's Mr. Williams back again. Marriage awareness always. We're still on that subject, being married. Going to talk some more about that because, hey, there's still a lot to be discussed and need to be talked about. About people getting married, sometimes they don't realize what they're getting into. Like I've said before, earlier, marriage is not a joke. It's not a piece of cake. You got to work at it. And like I've said earlier, again, you got to learn from each other. You got to learn your partner. You got to know your partner. Y'all done stepped into this marriage thing now. And the most, like I said before, the most important thing y'all need to do, learn. Learn each other. Learn what you do, what you dislike, what your habits is, what your bad habits is. You might have, since y'all been going together, y'all might have always been happy. But there's going to be some times when y'all going to be upset at each other. And you need to know what type of person that you marry. You might be having, you don't know what kind of person is when a person's angry, when your partner's angry, when she upset. How do they act? All these things you need to learn. And when there's something come up that you dislike, y'all need to sit down and talk about it. Y'all need to come to an agreement. Hey, this ain't gonna work here. You can't go in that marriage thinking that, hey, things ain't gonna change. Hey, you found me like this. Hey, you got me like this. It's what it is what it is. Forget that. You made the choice. You married him. Accept it, work with together. You can't go in there thinking that everything gonna be the same. It's not. You can't jump up and go where you want to go. He can't jump up and go where he want to go. You got to work together if you care. Now I'm only talking to people who really care about that marriage and want it to work, because there's gonna be a lot of things that's gonna come into your marriage. It's gonna cause you problems and headaches. But you got to learn how to work together. You got to learn when a person's angry, upset. How do they react? How do your partner react to it? Are y'all forgiving to one another? Can you admit sometimes when you are wrong to your partner? Can you do all these things got to come up? You got to realize that this is your marriage. It's nobody else's marriage but yours. Whatever y'all do, that's your marriage. Don't care about the world, it's your marriage. Sure, you may have things come into your marriage from the outside world that might want to get involved in your marriage. Now, if y'all got to work together, straighten it out, come out the best way y'all can solve it. But that's still your marriage. Nobody got the right to tell y'all how to handle your marriage. Y'all do what y'all want to do. That's the law that's given in marriage. It is your marriage. Y'all make the rules. If y'all want to eat monkey lips and rice every morning, that's up to y'all. Nobody ain't got no ability to tell y'all you shouldn't eat this, you shouldn't eat that. That's up to y'all. Long as y'all agree and come together, that works for your marriage. That's what we're concerned about. That's how you work together. You stop worrying about what other people think. You worry about what each other think. You care about each other. You have to depend on the things that's going to keep your marriage together. Like I said before earlier, you forget I and me, and you concentrate on us and we. And if you got children, them. Work together as a family. Said that before, and I can't express it enough. Now, let me explain about what I keep saying about working together for the good of your marriage. What I mean is this: not always y'all working together, doing things together. What I mean is, there may be sometimes, for instance, your wife, she's sick, she can't cook. What you gonna do? Huh? I'm talking to the husband now. What you gonna do? Hey, what we gonna eat? And you see your wife sick. Now it's time for you to step up. Now for you time for you to step up. Now if you got plenty enough money to buy, that's fine and good. But if you can't, you gotta learn how to go in that kitchen and cook up something for your family. This is talking about working together. Sometimes your wife sick, she can't do things around the house. It's time for you to step up. Be the man. You say you're the man, let's prove it. Do what you got to do. Sometimes a wife has to step up and do things. She might have to do things. Sometimes the role model is a man. Hey, you working together. Like I said, this is about your marriage. Find out some things about each other. Yes, sometimes people get married and they don't have a clinking thing about how they are, and you don't know. Sometimes we don't really find out about our partner till we probably been married about, I say, about 5 years into it. Then you really find out. And then you hear some people say, if I knew all this here, I'd have never gotten married to him. Well, that's true. But it's too late now. So you try to make it. If you love him and you want to make it work, you can make it work. Now, I'm only trying to talk to people who really care and want their marriage to work. Because if you don't, this show is not going to work. One person can't do this. No matter what, it's not the responsibility of a wife to make the marriage work. It is not the responsibility of the man to make the marriage work. It's both of y'all have the responsibility to making that thing work. And you can if you work together. And like I said, you got to put things together. Sometimes there's a lot of things going to come up where one person can't do this, one person can't do that. You work together. Say, hey, don't worry about it, baby, I got it. That's what I'm talking about. When a man can say, hey, baby, don't worry about it, I got it. You understand? Instead of saying, well, I guess maybe you can call your mom or come over here and cook. All that kind of stuff. Hey, if you don't know how to cook, learn. Let your wife teach you. Wife, you can't how to cook. You don't know how to cook, learn. Get your mom over there, teach you how to cook. This is your marriage, and you got to work at it. Like I said, it's not no piece of cake. You got to work together, do the things that is right. Sometimes you're going to find out some things, like I said before. You may find out being married, some things you didn't even never know about your husband. For instance, as far as physical things, hygiene, personal hygiene. You may find out that man's feet stink. You didn't know that before. Hey, these are the things that happen when you come to marriage. All things. And every marriage is not the same. That's why it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of caring. It takes a lot of giving. It takes a lot of things to make that marriage work. Being married is not easy. It's work. Believe me, I know. My wife and I, we're going on our 50th wedding anniversary. Will be in September. And believe me, every now and then, hey, we go at it. Why? Because that's the way it is. I'm different. She's different. But the most important thing is we overcome that. We ain't going to go, whatever we saying or how we feel about each other, that ain't going to get rid of that love now. That ain't going to stop. It ain't that important that we got to break up. No. I've heard some girl, a husband say one time that his wife found out his wife, she couldn't even cook right, and she burned up the hot dogs. He talking about he want a divorce. Come on, man. Come on. Your wife got to learn. And then you say, well, that's all right, baby. I'll take care of it. That's how you work together. You didn't complain all the time when you was courting her. So why are you going to complain now that you got her? Sometimes they try to play that cool side, you know. Hey, baby, yeah, you know, everything is all right. Well, hey, if you was my woman, you know, I let you do this. I let you do that. Yeah, right. And then when you get her, hey, you can't do that. You can't play that. I don't play that. Straighten out all these things. You straighten out all these things. You sit down, get to know each other. And when you tie that knot, you should be able to work together. Believe me, marriage is easy when you want it. It's only hard when you don't want it. When you get upset and you let things carry you above what it's supposed to be. You get angry. Some people get angry. Some women get angry. Some men get angry. They start throwing things. That's the way they are. They got to learn to adjust. They got to learn to settle down and let's talk this thing over, baby. There's a lot of things, like I say, in being married, and it's not no piece of cake. You cannot. Stop going for. There's so many things I'm going to be talking about concerning marriage and all this being married, and there's so much out there. Believe me, I've told you before, and I'm telling you again, we got a serious problem with marriages in America. It's a shame, but we do. We got over 2 million people getting a divorce in 1 year. I'm not talking about separation. I'm talking about getting a divorce. 1 year, 2 million, over 2 million people got a divorce. Why? Why? They the ones got married. They the ones that are breaking up. Something's done happening. It don't go, a marriage, talking about this divorce, it don't come overnight. You don't go to bed that night. Good night, baby. Kiss each other and then wake up. Hey, what's the matter? I want a divorce. It don't happen like that. Something has caused or something has grown that caused this serious problem where you can't take it no more. Like I said, I'm going to be talking about later on. When you have problems, misunderstandings, you nip it in the bud right there. Baby, hey, we need to talk about this. You know, and you can't be kind of, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to hear it. You're not going to get anywhere that way. You got to work together. Sit down and talk. Not all that throwing things all over. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Who else you gonna talk it to? Don't go outside the house. Please start telling somebody else. Girl, let me tell you what he did. That's one of the problems right now. People getting on the phone and they want to get on the social media and tell everything what's going on in their marriage. And then when y'all get back together, them people out in that street, they know everything was going on because you done told them. Keep things in your house. Learn to keep things right in your house and work together. If you don't, you'll solve a whole lot of problems that you don't need to have. You care about each other, work together. Like I said, this being married is not a piece of cake. You got to work each other. You loved each other so much in the beginning to get married. Why you can't let that marriage grow? Why you can't do the things that'll keep this marriage going on? Why you can't care about your wife enough, and want to do the things that's right? Why the woman, why she can't care about her husband? Stop looking for self gratification. That you threw that out the window when you got married. If you didn't want to be married, you should have stayed by yourself. If you thinking the man supposed to do everything for you, you should have stayed by yourself. That way you could do it by yourself. But you chose to be with that person. And as men, like I said, you love that woman, you're expressing your love to her, do all you can to take care of your woman. You know what I'm saying? Do all you can to take care of your woman. You let that woman know that she come first. Not no guys out in the street, not no woman around the corner. You understand what I'm saying? You let your wife know she come first. And above her, there is no other. This is the way you got to do if you want that marriage to work. You can't be going on things with people standing out in the street. Sometimes we do things carelessly, not even thinking, and cause mistakes in our marriage. So we have to be able to be big enough to say, I'm sorry, I was wrong. And it's up to your partner to accept it. But remember now, once you apologize and she accepted, you don't go back and do it again now. You don't go back and do it again. That's how much you got to care. You got to tell how much you care. I know guys that get out there and they say they do this, they do that, they do this, and they do that. And then when it comes time when they finally got the woman, they don't want to do nothing. That's not the way to do it. There's some women out there. They say, tell them out they're gonna stay. They want a good husband. They want him to do this. They want to do that, and they're gonna take care of him. All this and everything. Then the first time he tell her, no, you can't do that, baby. You can't go out. Why not? Hey. Something's got to change now. All this changing. You gonna tell me what I can do? You found me this way. I got to be this way. I'm gonna stay this way. It's not gonna work, ladies. It's not gonna work. You got to change. If you wanted to stay things like they were, you shouldn't have gotten married. But you did. You chose to get married. Work together. If you care about that man now, you say you love him. Let's work together. And you men, stop thinking that because you got married now, that you're going to have sex all the time. Oh, I got this love making all the time now. No, your wife is not a buffet. Okay? So you got to realize that sometimes she's going to say no. There's sometimes, sure. There's sometimes at night she may want you. She want to be in your arms. But there's sometimes you might reach over there and she say, you better put your hands up. Now put your hands on me tonight. I don't feel like that mess. This happens in marriage. That's not saying you need to get a divorce. But I'm saying you need to work together. She have ways, she have moods. You have ways, you have moods. You got to learn how to put these things together. This is all about being married. Why I'm saying these things? Because these things can come up in your marriage. This is about awareness. I'm letting you know to become aware. If you don't want to become aware, if you're not interested, hey, forget watching my channel, okay? I'm going to talk to people who care and want their marriage to work. If you're the type of person that don't, I can't do nothing for you. Another thing, I'm not here to talk about solving a problem. I'm here to try to help people become aware of things that can cause problems in their marriage before they get there, okay? So when you see these things coming, you say, hey, wait a minute. No, I see where this is going. You're saying ain't no difference than telling a child put on his seatbelt in a car. You want him to become aware of the dangers that can happen. Now, if he don't, you have an accident, that's on him. You can't blame the parents because they told him. The same way with me. All I'm doing you is giving you some suggestions and advice. You sit down, think about it, decide on it. If you don't want to do it, that's up to you. It's not up to me. I'm not making no commands or no demands. You do what you want to do. All I'm doing is just putting out there the things that I hope that can help your marriage get better. Like I said, if you care, Let's be aware. Now, some of you out there, you might have already had problems in your marriage, and you want to share. I would love for you to send me some comments, response. Tell me about some of the things that you done been through, or some things you didn't know that your husband liked to do, you didn't like to do, or your wife. I would like to hear from you out there. I know I'm not the only one out there in here that's had problems. I know y'all have. So I would like for you to join me on my channel. Subscribe. Send me your comments and responses. Let's try to help other couples before they have these problems in their marriage. Anything I'm talking about, like I said, I got 26 subject matters that I'm going to be talking about. And if you like I said, if you want to see what they are, you can go to my introduction page, which is my first page, and it'll show you the list. I've also read it to you, so you get an understanding about it. Also, like I said, here again is my book, Marriage Awareness. You want to get a copy of my book, all you got to do is just Google Marriage Awareness on your phone, touch a page, it'll open it up, and you can read the entire introduction free, okay, before you even buy anything. So if you want to join me, go along with me with my copy of my book, please do. But I do want to have response. I do want to have feedback from you. I want you to tell me these things like you like to share. You like to tell other people out in the street. Why can't you come and tell me? Y'all can't wait to get on that cell phone or on social media and tell things. Yeah, girl, let me tell you what happened. How about you letting me know? Hopefully, what you're telling me and tell my viewers, it'll help other people out there to become say realize, hey, maybe we ought to talk about this. That's the main thing. If y'all got that love, sit down and want to talk, do that. Let me tell you something, and this is for me. I love being married. I love it. I've been through a lot of things. We've cried together. We've done a lot of things. We've been sad. We've had hardship in our marriage and everything, but we still together because of love and the loving works of God. So therefore, y'all can do it, but you got to want to. So this is Mr. Williams from Marriage Awareness, always saying, I'm going to stop right now, but I shall return because there's still more to talk about. Just this subject here alone, being married. So till next time, join me and send me in your comments and response. Yeah, I would love to hear from y'all. Y'all take care. Have a good day.